Hi, Cougars. Okay, so we have been learning how to solve one-step equations that involve addition and subtraction. And now we're going to learn how to solve one-step equations when it involves multiplication and division. And so today, by the end of class, you should be able to see how to solve one-step equations when you have to use division. So as you can see right here, we have a problem that says 65 is equal to 5 times b, because when you have a number stuck to a letter, it means to multiply. We know that opposite of multiplication is division. And so all of the things that we do today are going to include division. So our first step, like we did last time, is going to be draw a balance line. So let's go ahead and draw our balance line. There's our balance line. And we are going to think about this as division. All right, so if I want to undo multiplication, I need to divide. So right now I have times 5. I'm going to divide by 5. I have now what looks like a fraction. And I know that 5 over 5 is the same as 1 whole, or 1 whole b. And when I have 1 whole b, I've now isolated the variable. That's our goal, is to get one variable by itself. Like last time, we wanted to have all the numbers removed so we could have one variable by itself. We now have all the numbers removed so we could have one variable by itself. So if I divide by 5 on this side, I now have to divide by 5 on this side. So I have 1b left over, and 65 divided by 5 is 13. So I can now check my work and see how I did with this. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to check and see by with the solution. So I'm going to take this 13 and I'm going to put it right here for b. So I'm going to say 5 times 13, because 13 is the number that I found, and I want to see if it really truly does equal 65. So I know that 5 times 3 is 15. And carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So 65 is equal to 65. And 65 is balanced because it equals 65. So yes, we know that 13, this 13 right here, when we say b equals 13, 13 is the solution. All right, so let's talk about how do we solve one-step equations with a balance line, or with a division. So one, we used a balance line. Step 2, we did the opposite, right? So do the opposite operation. And the opposite operation right now was multiplication, so we had to do division. So right here, it was multiplication. And we had to do the opposite, which happens to be division. Okay, and then step 3, we needed to isolate that variable. Get it all by itself so we know what it equals. Once it's by itself, then we know what it equals. Okay, so once it's by itself, we have to do the same thing to the other side. And last but not least, after we did it to both sides, we then had to check our solution. Now, some people did not check their solutions on the quiz. And when you didn't check your solution, you found that you got the problem wrong. It's really super important to check your solution. If you don't check your solution, your variable will not have the correct value. So make sure that you are checking your solution. It doesn't take much time, and it just helps you to know if you did it right. So take the couple extra seconds and check your solution. All right, let's do another problem together. B. Problem B says 4 times x is equal to 32. Again, I know that you can look at this problem and probably figure out what x is just by looking at it, but I want process. Process over answer. Okay, we're setting ourselves up for doing the hard work, and I promise you the hard work is coming. So, process over answer. All right, balance line. Undo multiplication so that we can get this variable by itself. Undo it. So if it's multiplying by 4, I need to divide by 4. This gives me 1 whole x. So now I have 1 whole x. If I divide by 4 here, I also need to divide by 4 there. 1 whole, drop down my x, divide by 4. 32 divided by 4 gives me 8. Okay, now it's my job to determine whether or not I have the right answer for x. Okay, how do I do that? Well, let's talk. 4 times x. So I need to put that 8 in there for the x. 4 times 8. Okay, I know that, what do I know? Well, let's think here. I know that 8 times 5 is 40, and 40 minus 8 is 32. So 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 is equal to 32. So yes, this is a solution. 8 is a solution. Yay, we got that one right on. So 8 is a solution. So always double check those multiplication facts. And if you don't know your multiplication facts, find ones that you do know. Like I knew that 5 times 8 is 40. And then I can just subtract 8 from there and get 32. So go with the ones that you know. That will help you. Okay, let's do some try-its. How about some try-its? And if you need an extra practice problem, come over to the Google Meet and I will do a couple more practice problems with you. But if you're ready for the try-its, here they are. All right, the try-its. This is try-it number 4 if you were looking in your book. Try-it number 4 says P times 3 equals 18. So go ahead and try to solve that one. And then try-it number 6. Try-it number 6 says 81 equals 9R. Okay, pirate math. We love pirate math. Okay, go ahead and solve both of those, but first hit pause so that you don't hear me solving them first. So hit pause so that you can check your own understanding. Can you do one-step equations with division? Can you isolate the variable and find it with division? Meet that learning target. All right. So balance line, it's multiplying by 3. Undo multiplication with division. That gives me 1 whole P. divide by 3 here, so I need to divide by 3 there. I know that 18 divided by 3 is 6. So P equals 6. All right, let's try this way. Check my solution. I know that 3, oops, wrong side. I know that 3 times 5 is 15, and 15 plus 3 more is 18. And 18 is equal to 18. Yes! So 6 has to be a solution. 6 is a solution for P. Yay! We got that one. How did you do? How'd you do on that one? Did you get 6? If not, identify where you went wrong so that you don't make that mistake again. If your mistake is that you didn't follow the process, then you need to go back and do the process. Okay, on this side, draw the balance line, divide by 9, 1R, divide by 9. I know that 9 is here. R is 9. Okay, I know that if I use the 9's trick, I get 81 if I were to do the 9's trick. So 9 times 9 equals 81, and 81 is equal to 81. Woohoo! Woohoo! So R equals 9. 9 is my solution. Again, check your work. If you did not do the work, you don't get the points. Keep that in mind, okay? So you must have the work. You must show the work like this. Okay, over here, up here in the corner, somewhere on your paper, answer your essential question. I want you to tell me something important about solving one-step equations with division. What's important about solving one-step equations with division? And then out to the side here, tell me your understanding. How are you feeling about isolating the variable, solving by doing the opposite, and checking for a solution? How are you feeling about this? All right, Cougars. It is time to either head on back to the Google Meet and ask for help, or if you are all caught up and feeling good, then you need to head on over and do your practice work. As always, make it a great day the Cougar way.